Welcome back to World-Beater Wrestling. Today we are talking about control in the ring, so controlling an opponent. Now this one works really well in a lot of different situations. If we have an opponent who is perhaps a little green and new, often we get the nerves and anxiety, we start getting a little bit of stiffness, a bit of rigidity, and they don't really work with you well. They don't move the way you want them to move. So being able to control someone in a legitimate way can actually help you in the ring in terms of transitioning from one move to the next or moving your opponent around the ring. You might also find in some situations you want to place a little bit more legitimacy on your work in general. You might want to do things just a little bit differently. I always preach being different, being unique. And if everyone on the roster is moving someone in one way, then look for a different way to do it. So I'm going to give you 2 ways today that you can move someone around the ring and the different things you can do from that position that makes it a real seamless transition within a match. First one's just from a lockup. We're going to go to a clinch. Now with the clinch, we can go straight from this collar and elbow position. Once we break the arm away, we want to keep control with that left arm. Have your elbow in. That prevents your opponent from moving out the way, from escaping, and have that collar grip, or more like a neck grip from here. From here, you're still in control, but we don't have a lot of time. So what we want to do with this other hand, we want to bring it behind the neck and lock a typical S grip. So this is the same grip we would use for a headlock. So we bring it behind, we lock the S, we bring our elbows together. Okay, so this is our clinch position. Now this works really well, perhaps transitioning someone from a lower base to standing. It could work well moving from one part of the ring to the next. Case in point, if my partner's sitting on the ground, instead of just taking a lazy way or a shortcut way and just kind of picking them up from here, once we get them to this kind of lower base, we can lock that clinch, bring them up, and move them around quite easily wherever we need to go. If we want to move them to the ropes, we're here. If we want to move them to the corner, just as easy. If we want to go into a hold from here, there's plenty we can do. From this position, we can slide straight into a headlock. The same grip applies. From here, we could go arm under into a cravat. We could go into a snapmare. The opportunities are endless. The second one, this one is kind of like a 3/4 Nelson, a modified 3/4 Nelson, and this one works just as well for picking someone up from the ground, for moving them around, and then going actually into a whipping movement. So, with my partner, if they're on a lower base or if they're down low, if I can overhook the arm and grip behind the neck, there is a lot of tension through the shoulder joint, and that keeps us locked in. So with this one, without even using the other hand, I can pick my opponent up, I can move them around wherever I need to be. And all I need is that overhook, that grip, and elbow tucked in. So again, if I want to move them to a corner, it's right there. If I want to move them to a rope, it's right there. If I want to whip from here, I can do so without letting go. I can just grab that, push, and off we go. So that's 2 clinch points, 2 control points you can use in a match. Be as creative as you like with them. See what moves and holds can chain on from that. Really, that's the beauty of chain wrestling, is that you're moving in and out without having to let go of that original grip.
If you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button, spread the word, and if you have any questions or requests for World-Beater Wrestling, don't be afraid to comment below.